Hello, it's Spence, the evil genius, from Witch of the Laboratory with your lab secrets tip of the day. Well, today we've got a treat for you. I'm going to show you a case study on how to utilize Setster to make private appointments that are only visible to members of your site who have paid you to be accessible subscribers. In other words, it allows you to embed a private calendaring program that only people who have already paid you to access can get to. And the nice thing about this, I'm going to give you a little extra bit of CSS that's going to show you how to hide the normal warning dialogues that are part of our Lab Protect widget and that would otherwise be telling the public that there's something there for them to see. Now, let me show you what this looks like, and that'll help you understand a little bit about what we're talking about, and then I'll show you how easy it is to set up utilizing Lab Protect and Setster. Here I've got a blog set up over on WordPress using BuddyPress and some of our custom plugins. This is a sample site for TrikePilot Social. Now, you can utilize the power of Setster as a calendaring program either in a side tab, or it can be put into a page, or in this case, to make it easy for us to do the sample, I just put it into a regular blog post. Now, the code for this is available over on Setster. When you go into your admin dashboard on Setster, you can go ahead and set up your calendaring and all the payment options. And then you can go ahead and get the code for the widget. In this example, I'm using the embedded code that goes into a page. You simply copy that code, and then you can go over to your WordPress admin dashboard. And here I'd set up that private post under a sample I called How to Add Private Paid Appointments. So regular blog post. What you do to begin is you simply post in the Setster embed code. Now, once you've got that, the next step is to go ahead and use Lab Protect, which we've done here. We went ahead and put the start and end tags in by highlighting that code and clicking on the Lab Protect button here. And you can see here now those are the two tags which are visible on the WYSIWYG side of things. So I've set the visibility so that only Platinum members can see this content and not the general public. Lastly, we went ahead and added a little bit of custom styling here. Now, let me remove these tags for a second and show you what it looks like when it's ready to go. When you add the style tags in here, it's a little bit of a workaround for each blog post, but on a general page, this is easy. This will add some CSS that will hide the normal warning dialogues that tell somebody you don't have the proper access level to see this content. And why would you do that? Well, imagine you've got a situation where you've got members who pay you every month to get your advice or your news or your information. But you want to now give them permission to go ahead and schedule appointment times with you. You don't really necessarily want to tell the general public that there's a calendar there that you're keeping them from. Now, maybe you will, but in this case, we're saying sometimes it's nice to be subtle. And so what will happen here is that somebody who is a paid subscriber can simply log into your site and they'll see the calendar, but the general public will not. That's the use case. All right, how does this play out in real life? Well, let's go look at what the site looks like when I've got a member here who comes on and has not been already a paid subscriber. They're not somebody at that level of membership as protected by Lab Protect. Here they see nothing, whereas if they are a member, they see the calendar. Now, this means that, of course, they can go ahead and put in their information. Everything else about Setster runs the same. So, to sum it up, what we're showing in this example is a case where you can utilize Lab Protect with a third-party widget, like a calendaring program, in order to create content that is visible only to a certain level of member who's already paid you to subscribe. Now, you also have the option to give them a warning dialogue or not as to whether or not they can go ahead and see the content. For example, if I go back here, I have 30 seconds left, and I remove this CSS, and I hit Update, watch what happens now. The warning dialog will return, and I can go back to the scenario where I tell people you must be a certain level of member in order to see it. It's just that simple. This has been a case use study for Lab Protect and Setster on labsecrets.com.